My stomach's a bottomless pit that never gets full. When my parents found out, they opened a crematorium just for me. There's an unwritten rule in this business. The monster corpses that come in always got some residue left. Decades ago, countless monsters invaded the entire world. Humanity paid a bloody price before learning that drinking monster blood and swallowing demon pills makes you stronger. But the leftover carcasses, no matter how you cook them, anyone who ate them dropped dead, no exceptions. But every year, thousands of monsters get killed. If the bodies aren't dealt with, they become a pollution source. So monster crematoriums were born. As I grew up, the leftover blood on the corpses couldn't keep me alive anymore. One day, starving out of my mind, I was hauling corpses with my old man, Jiang Wanli. Dad, I'm starving. I just want to take one bite of that monster meat. Hearing that, my dad snapped. How many damn times I gotta tell you? Monster meat is off limits. You even think about touching that meat again, I'll break your legs. I stared at it, heartbroken. Such good meat, though. It'd definitely fill me up. Why can't I eat it? Hearing me grumble, Jiang Wanli knew I was acting up again. He pointed at the big words on the wall and told me to read them out loud. Monster meat is forbidden. Eat it and your eyes turn red. You become a pollutant. I looked where Dad was pointing. What's it say on the wall? Hearing my completely off-topic answer, Dad lost it. But seeing my innocent eyes, his anger fizzled out. Son, I've never been able to give you a real meal. I'm sorry. But monster meat really ain't safe to eat. Let me go check if dinner's ready. Handle these monster corpses yourself for now. With that, Jiang Wanli walked off. I stared at the monster carcass in front of me. I swallowed hard. An iron-tail eagle. The skin texture's gotta be tier 3 at least. Reluctantly, I carried it over to the furnace. Suddenly, something in my pocket got burning hot and I froze. Next second, a book shot into the air. Isn't this the comic I was bringing my buddy? How'd it turn into this? Before I could react, a flash of golden light hit me. When I opened my eyes, the golden book had merged into my brain. I shook my head, and golden words appeared right before my eyes. What the hell is this thing? Did heaven itself take pity on my starving ass? But is this thing even legit, though? After thinking it over, I made up my mind. Fortune favors the bold. I'd rather die fighting than starve to death. Right then, my parents suddenly ran over. Son, your dad and I gotta leave for a while. Your granduncle in the next city is on his last legs. I'd been dying for an excuse to eat monster meat, so... Great, he's dying! The air literally froze. Son, what did you just say? Realizing what I said, I scrambled to cover it up. I said dying so soon? I meant how could granduncle go this early? 80 years old. That's prime time to go out and explore. How can he be leaving so young? Mom, Yao Yujing gave a cold snort. Stay home these next few days. I already called you in sick at school. While we're gone, if anyone drops off corpses, just follow the usual process. Hearing that, I was thrilled inside. I can't even feed myself. Can't learn any of the training at school either. I'm gonna be running this crematorium someday anyway. The moment I entered this line of work, any shot at advancing was gone. Sure thing, Mom. Safe travels. Jiang Wanli looked at me and sighed. I left some money in the cabinet. If you're starving, go buy a bottle of monster blood and stop making your mom mad. Don't worry, Dad, I got it. An hour after they left, I hit up the herb shop to grab ingredients for cooking the iron-tail eagle. Old John, your stuff's getting faker by the day. Keep it up and I'm reporting you. Old John laughed and fired back. You don't know crap, fake stuff sells better. After some banter, I handed him my list. He glanced at it. All cheap junk, go grab it yourself. I grabbed what I needed, paid up, and headed home. On the way back, a familiar figure made me freeze up. Little Bottle, get your ass over here. Little Bottle was my nickname at school. Growing up, I could only survive by drinking monster blood, but it's expensive and my family wasn't exactly loaded. At school, I'd lick the leftover blood from the bottles they handed out. Most kids didn't care about those last few drops. But over time, Little Bottle and Bottle Bro became my names. Snapping back to the present. I turned around and flashed the principal a kiss-up grin. Well, if it isn't my favorite principal, what brings you here? Cut the crap. I came here just for you. Stop using Lan Lan to scam free meals. I used to be the pride of cultivation. Now I'm the shame of education. For the next 5 minutes, the principal went off non-stop. The Lan he meant is Dongfang Lan. After her dad died fighting monsters, she transferred to my school. Everyone knew we were childhood sweethearts. But in high school, my appetite kept growing. Dongfang Lan got prettier, and her suitors multiplied. So I made a decision she definitely didn't agree with. Anyone who wanted me gone? 5 bottles of monster blood minimum. Just like that, I racked up hundreds of bottles. By the time my flashback ended, the principal was wrapping up too. He looked at me, same as always, and sighed. Oh, and stay away from Li Muzi. That kid's got connections. Don't let him come after you. Then he tossed me a few more bottles of monster blood. I don't even know what's wrong with your stomach. My own grandson barely gets any, but you'll eat whatever, however much. The principal walked off, cursing under his breath. Cut to me rushing back to the furnace room. I set up a wok and tossed in the chopped up iron-tail eagle. Let it simmer for a good half hour. The air was thick with an irresistible aroma. As time went on, I couldn't hold back anymore. Finally, I grabbed a piece of dried mushroom. The second it hit my tongue, insanely good exploded in my head. As the mushroom went down, I felt like I'd just drunk monster blood. Even though it was faint, I could clearly feel it. So I said, screw it. I'm going all in. Who cares if I die? Even if I do, at least I'll die full. Without me dragging them down, my parents can just start over. With that thought, I ate like there was no tomorrow. In half an hour, I'd sucked the bones clean, 5 times over. For the first time in my life, I knew what satisfaction felt like, what it meant to actually be full. All those years of starving, what was it even for? Just as I was getting emotional, my stomach started acting up. Then every cell in my body went haywire. Before I could figure out why, a surge of energy rushed through my whole body. Wait, is this the key they taught us at school? I used to be so hungry I couldn't move a muscle, let alone cultivate. That's why I could never become a cultivator. Now that I'm full, I suddenly awakened. Has my body just never been fed enough this whole time? It hit me like a truck. I was ecstatic. But my transformation wasn't done yet. A golden light flashed before my eyes. Then a skill diagram popped up in my mind. I couldn't believe it. I thought only swallowing demon pills could unlock skills. How'd I get one from eating a carcass? No time to overthink. I started circulating the QI using the school's technique. Half an hour later, I felt absolutely incredible. I snapped my eyes open. Finally, I hit tier 1. Ha ha ha! At 2 o'clock, the monster disposal truck pulled up right on schedule. Jiang Wanli, get out here and take these corpses. I rushed out to the door. Uncle knew my parents aren't home, they went to a funeral. Oh, then I'll just take them to another crematorium. No, wait! I've been learning from my dad for years. I can handle this much. Just help me get him inside. You sure? This is an 8-tier howling moonhound, killed just last night. You sure you can handle it? Relax, Uncle New, I got this. All right, but be careful, kid. He told his guys to start unloading. Then, when nobody was looking, he leaned in close. Bottle, these ones were killed by accident. They didn't drain the blood too carefully. Got it, thanks, Uncle, I know the deal. Uncle New smiled at me. Things haven't been too safe in the city lately. Monsters sneak in sometimes. Don't go wandering around at night.